Hey everybody, how you doing today? Us here at They Said Again. Obviously, I am not Ian. He should be sitting here, but apparently he doesn't love you guys as much as we do. He's gone again, but we got Lee here today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for inviting me on today.
Oh, no problem. Glad to have you. Alejandra, how about you?
I'm fabulous.
And Amber?
Never been better.
It's good to be back at the Brass Rail one more week, another Monday. So what were you up to last week? We missed you.
Actually, I said I was sick, but I was drunk.
I was going to call you out on that. I know you're going to admit it.
Well, because last Sunday it was Miss Transgender 2012 at the Brass Rail, and my friend won, so we went out and we celebrated. And I run into some friends. We went downtown. I spent the night over there, so we woke up like 11ish and we went to eat. And then we had like 3 or 4 bottles of champagne. So I didn't get home till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was so drunk. I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
3 to 4 bottles each? Or?
No. It was just 3 of us.
Wow.
It was just 3 of us, so it's a lot. But we were doing mimosas, so.
Oh.
Did you sober back up at all, or were you just drunk the whole time?
I didn't, because we stayed up till like 6 o'clock in the morning drinking beer, and then like we woke up like around 11, and then we just went straight.
So you didn't even sleep it off? You like slept and woke up and you're still kind of buzzing?
Yeah. And then like the minute we took the first sip, it's like boom, and it's up there.
So how was Tuesday morning? A little hungover?
I'm trying to remember. No, because I got home like around 5, and I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until the next day, so it was pretty good.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Amber? How was your week?
I had a great week. Busy week. Just a lot of wine events and tasting. Sold a ton of wine. I had a good week. And then I watched my boss's house this weekend. He went out of town, took his kids to Hearst Castle. And they needed someone to watch their house and their dog. And so he said, you can come stay in my historic house and take care of my dog. I said, well, I have my own historic house and a cat. So I did, and Friday night I went over there and I was like, well, shit, this sucks, you know? Everyone's out and I'm just watching this empty big house and a dog. So the next day I invited friends over and I took my neighbor over. Some friends of mine rode their bike over, another friend came over, and I cooked an awesome dinner with all of their food, and we made risotto and all sorts of things, and it was just awesome. And then we hung out in their living room and played this game that was by the people who made Loaded Questions, but it's pictures, and I think it's called Awkward Family Photos. The game's called Awkward Family Photos, and so you look at the picture and then you roll the dice and it asks a question. Like, you look at these pictures and they're awkward, like the kid's got a wet pants because he's peed his pants or something. And it'd say something like, if this photo was for a product, you know, what would the tagline be, or something like that. And you play this game and you have to guess who said what, blah, blah, blah. And it was really
So you just
fun.
like write down your answers without your name on it, and then everyone puts
we
it in.
had the best
those are fun.
time. It was so much fun, and everyone had a room to sleep in. There were 8 bedrooms. So everyone had a room, and there's a steam room, and it's just this gorgeous historical house in Mission Hills. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
And then we could just leave the mess because the maid came the next day. And I did my laundry. I don't have laundry, so I got to do my laundry. I brought over like my sheets and my blankets. And so it ended up, like, I started out the weekend thinking, oh, this really sucks. And then it had just the best time. It was really cool.
Nice.
And then it finished on Sunday. I took my neighbor that came with me out to breakfast at the Huddle. And then we went home and just started hitting the mimosas hard. I just couldn't have been a better weekend. A great time.
Nice. What about you, Lee? How was your week?
Weekend was pretty well. Played softball with my team, the Master Batters, and yeah.
Are you in the Sunday league?
Yeah.
With all the other bars and everything like that?
AFCSL.
I heard ours isn't too shabby from the Brass Rail.
Well, the Brass Rail is actually kicking some ass out there. You know, unfortunately, some of our ass too. But, but no, we're with the AFCSL, and I'm in my final week of finals with my school, which I'm graduating pretty soon. So it's just been pretty hectic. We have to put all these different events together, like a tailgate party, and all this comes down to how much money we can raise at school to break even in order to pass. It's kind of crazy. But
that's awesome. Is it like you're actually doing it though, right? Not just like a paper, like you actually have
No, yeah, we're actually doing it. We had to actually go recruit people. We had to make coupons. We had to make tickets. And it came down to a dodgeball that no one signed up for. So, who knows? It was just pretty lame, I have to admit. But other than that, it's been a pretty busy weekend. I'm waiting for it to be over with. move on.
So you're done with school next week.
Yeah, Friday's the last day. It's all over with, and me and my partner can move on and hopefully get started with our catering company and take over San Diego.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to go celebrate?
One sandwich at a time.
Well,
Yeah.
listening to your drinking horror stories here, I think I'll probably join y'all.
Nice. Go with Alejandra. It'll be
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
normally Mondays are the best. We start here and then we just stay for 80s.
Yeah, you sound like New Year's when you're partying.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It's a celebration every day
Yeah.
when you go out with her. That's awesome. Well, my week was pretty good too. I'm moving into a new place over Friars Road, right in
neat.
Mission Valley, which is so much nicer because I live in Poway right now.
I don't know. I said,
So-
why would you live on Friars Road?
Yeah, so driving 30 minutes to work every day and then 30 minutes back is terrible. It is exhausting, and now it's like a 7-minute drive, which is like heaven.
Because you lived in hotspots.
Yeah, I live like deep into Poway.
Yeah.
Like,
But so
hey.
Friars Road seems cool to you.
Oh yeah, it's
Because
awesome.
I'm like, why would you move to Friars Road?
Well, it's only like it's a 10-minute walk to the
It better
stadium.
come with like a pool and
Oh, it's got a pool, a
Barbecue,
gym, tennis courts.
internet area.
It's got a volleyball poles for a volleyball net. So if I go buy a net and I can go
Pool
hang
party.
it up. Oh yeah,
I'll bring
definitely.
the vino.
I'm excited for it, and I finally got a smartphone. I've had a dumb phone for years, and I finally got an iPhone on Wednesday.
What year are we?
It is 2012, so
Wow.
I got it right before we die, so I can like, in case we die in December and everything like that, and the world ends.
Oh, okay. The bill. You don't have to worry about the bill.
That's so funny. I went to like a family party yesterday. Yeah, Sunday, yeah. And everybody's got a flip phone over there because they're all Mexicans and they don't really know how
yeah.
to work it.
That was my Mexican
My
side. Was like using my little like old phone, like.
It's like my mom, like me and my brother are checking the weather on our phones 'cause we both got iPhones, and then she's trying to be cute and she's like, "Let me see if mine's telling me what it's like." And then she pulls out the flip phone and she goes like, "No, it's not saying anything."
Yeah, I have the same phone as my dad, and I mean now I have the same one as my mom. Mom has a nice phone, so that's okay. But I've been running around with this like bad phone, and
A Nokia.
it was like a Samsung little slide phone. But I would get crap every day from everyone here, and it's so much nicer to like be able to use like my iPhone. I do apologize to anyone who like is friends with me on Facebook and stuff like that. I'm gonna be posting like way too much now, like. Maybe not as much as Aaron still, but
I don't think anyone's more than Aaron.
but I will be on it a lot more.
I think only Kurt and Aaron are kind of like right there with each
So,
other.
does everyone? What kind of phone do you have?
I have a HTC Droid. Evo. HTC
Okay.
Evo, the Droid.
And both of you guys have iPhones, correct?
Yeah.
Love it.
I
This is one of the cases I bought drunk on Amazon, and I bought 5 cases that night because I needed the free Super Savers shipping. And then somehow or another, I spent a lot of money on iPhone cases, so now I can match them to my Birkenstocks.
So you still love your phone and everything?
I sleep with my phone. This phone is my life. I
just
work
love
in
my
sales.
case.
I have to have a phone all the time.
Yeah. Do you still love having an
It's
iPhone?
dangerous.
Or?
I don't really like it. I'm liking it right now because somebody did something called jailbreak or something to it.
Oh, they jailbroke it? Oh, there is so much.
Can you
do
say
with
that
it
on an
now,
internet
like-
talk show?
Well, I already got rid of it. I
police are at the
downloaded
door right now.
the apps and I got rid of it.
Oh, if you have it, there's so much you can do with it jailbroken. There's like a video online of someone who's jailbroken their iPhone and obviously done something to their car at the same time, but they're actually driving their car with their
The phone. Oh.
Yeah, like because once you jailbreak an iPhone, it's basically like an open computer that you can do anything with. Granted, it voids your warranty unless you know how to unjailbreak it, which
Yeah.
most people don't because they just do it online.
Yeah, no.
But
I have a friend who did.
there's so many like little cool things you can do and stuff like
You gotta
that.
go to
like,
TJ to get it done.
I can't imagine without my phone. As a matter of
TJ,
fact,
jailbreak your iPhone.
I walked in to film the show, and then I had to ask your boyfriend to go get my phone out of the car because I said, "Oh my God, I don't have my phone. I can't be without it."
Well, I sleep with the
it.
phone too,
Yeah.
but I don't like I love droids.
I heard my friend walk into my room the other night, and I had my phone, and it's always right there. And she said, "Oh, how cute! She's sleeping. She's cuddling her phone."
I keep mine definitely right next to my pillow right now because I'm not putting it I always have like a giant cup of water when I fall asleep, but I'm not setting it anywhere near
no.
that because I knock over that cup of water like on like a weekly basis.
Put it under my.
But like at my old phone, I didn't care about it. It was almost like on purpose. Like, oh no, I hope you don't break. But
I need a Tommy Tippy cup.
now, oh yeah, now it's like definitely like right on the side, like not touching it.
Did you bought a
but-
case for it?
Oh yeah, I got a case. Not like anything crazy or anything
Yeah.
like that.
See, I was
Nice little
like
case.
when I first got it, I was gonna return mine, so I didn't get a case,
That was like,
and it broke. Like within 2 days after getting the phone, it just fell in like one of the corners chipped, so I could not return the damn phone.
Oh really?
So I was stuck with it.
show your case again? That was very Mr. Leather 2012.
It was called the Bird's Nest or whatever. It's because I got
the bird's nest.
Yeah,
I know,
it's 'cause I got
mine
the-
right on Amazon. Comes in different colors.
It's because I got the white one and I needed a case for it or anything like that. But it's like, what's the point of having a white iPhone if you're covering it up?
That's the problem
So
with the white
it's-
iPhone.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to Amazon, because the cases make the phone look dumb. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to get a color that looks good
Exactly.
on the white phone.
So I got like this. It's got the open back and everything like that, so you can still see the white through it, but it still
Kinda
like,
looks like
protects it
fishnets.
decently.
A little gay. I'm just saying.
Anyhow.
I like it. Okay, it's not too bulky or
I
anything
think you're
like
working
that.
too much in a gay bar.
I'm here 6 days a week, so I can't argue with that statement. But I think we're gonna go ahead and take a little break, but we will be right back.
Welcome back to They Said. We've all turned off our iPhones and collective other phones that aren't as good as iPhones. And we have a few topics to bring up tonight that we wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring up a topic from a restaurant in town called Alchemy has started an event, and it's called, well, it's a charity. It's called Front Burner, and it's a charity that supports the back of the house staff in restaurants. So the chefs and the prep cooks and the people in the back of the house, and a lot of them don't have health insurance. You know, when you work for a bigger company, health insurance is more readily available than when you work for the little guy. But these little guys are important, and they're important in the San Diego restaurant scene, and so this charity is helping people that need surgeries or important things are going on that they don't have the money to get, and so they're coming together, and it's a lot of cool restaurants in town are going to be there. There's Stone Brewing Company, it's donating food to the Carnita Snack Shack, which is a really groovy, cool place.
Oh, I love that place.
Up on University.
Fucking awesome. They are.
You've been there?
They are. They really
Yeah. So the chef's going to be there. Hannes is going to be there. He used to be the chef over at
Adam's Grill?
Kensington Grill.
Oh, yeah, Kensington Grill. There we go.
And his girlfriend Sarah, is a good friend of mine, used to be the GM there. So that's their place together. They're going to be there. The Art Institute San Diego, they're part of it. So Tina Lou's going to
Represent.
be there. Sea Rocket Bistro is going to be there, their chef. The Red Door in Mission Hills over here is going to be there, their chef. The Marine Room. Hamilton's Tavern, just a lot of cool places that are small places in town that are really important to the successful
Kind of
restaurant
from
scene that's happening.
all over too. They're not all like located in one area. That's
All over
awesome
the
that they're
place.
like instead of just being like, because obviously like the communities linked together and everything like that. Like when you're here in Hillcrest or downtown or NPB and Mission Valley, everything like that. But it's awesome when places from different areas all link up together for something, because that's awesome. Like,
It is awesome, and there's also food trucks involved. So the food truck scene here is huge right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great food trucks. So there's going to be a few, 4 or 5 food trucks there. So, and then also wine. I'm donating wine to the event. A lot of people are donating wine to the
Where
event.
is this at again?
So it's going to be at Alchemy Wine Bar. This event's actually tomorrow night, but they're going to continue to do this event consistently. I think every 3 months or so
wow.
they're going to have this event at different restaurants. So I just think it's a really cool thing, and it's called Front Burner. I think that they have well, they're on brown paper tickets. You can check
So
them out
how are
on
they
there.
going to manage the money that they raise?
I don't know exactly the details. I just heard about it last week. They have their own tax ID number and everything. So
everyone's donating everything. It's all going on
all
at one
the
spot.
yeah, all the money, all the restaurants that show up are donating their product and their time, and it's all going towards this charity to help back of the house staff. So
That's really cool.
kudos
'cause
to that. I think it's really cool, and I think the restaurant scene in San Diego is really taking off. I think when I first moved to San Diego about 17 years ago, I came from a restaurant family in a restaurant town, Kansas City, and you may not think of Kansas City as a restaurant town, but there's a lot of independent restaurants there, and the town really supported the independent restaurants. I came out here and I thought, what the heck is going on? I'm in California, there's a lot of corporate stuff, but I've just noticed San Diego really recently taking off and having
Yeah.
a lot of little independent restaurateurs. and
Small
restaurants
businesses are picking back up again, I feel like. Which
Especially
is
since 2007.
awesome.
A lot of people supporting them.
There was all those blighted out areas down in Hillcrest, and they've last 2 years they've seen
Yeah.
everything go back up.
I think
North
you're seeing a
Park's
lot
like
more farm-to-table foods
Yeah.
and
North
people
Park's like really
supporting
picking up.
North
too.
Park.
restaurants, local restaurants supporting other local businesses and bringing them in and highlighting and showcasing them. And we're kind of the last ones on the train for that movement, but I'm really happy to see it happening. So a lot of Susie's Farms around the place. And
There's a lot of little spots opening up. Like I feel like they didn't used to happen as often, but I feel like every week there's a new place opening up somewhere in San Diego. Like I know multiple spots that have opened recently in downtown. Like Barley Mash, like I was just telling you guys about, just opened up. But I mean, like you just said, Snooze just opened
Yeah.
up like a couple months ago, and like
that place has a line out the door for
Oh man,
breakfast.
but they're awesome. Snooze is
Have
probably.
you stood in line?
I've stood in line.
How long?
I've laid in line.
How long did you wait in line to get
Well,
breakfast?
I mean, I did the 2-hour late thing, but what I did was I went shopping around the corner.
Get
and
24 hours
Oh, nice.
worked out.
Yeah, well,
Did they give you that little vibrating thing or no? They didn't have those there.
Where did you put it?
if you listen really well, you can hear it right.
he did not go back and return it.
This is the thing that I don't understand, and I've always thought that this was an anomaly, and it's not just in San Diego. There are very popular breakfast joints, like the Hash House and Snoops now.
Yeah.
And
Our Gang
people
Eatery?
will go, Our Gang, yeah. And people will go and wait in line for 20 minutes, 2 hours
Yes.
for breakfast.
Yes.
It's breakfast. I'm sorry, I wake up, I'm hungry, I want my coffee, I want something to eat.
The one thing that San Diego has not figured out that I think the gay community in Hillcrest and North Park had figured out is the gays love mimosas. They love them to be bottomless because they relate, and they want
like to
it
be bottomless.
every day of the week. They want it every day of the week, and the only place you're going to find that really is North Park and Hillcrest. Where else are you going to find bottomless mimosas?
Miguel's does it.
Right, but they're all concentrated here, and
Yeah.
everyone here is just that's what they do. When I was at Art Gangs, it was not unusual to have a 2 to 3 hour wait. It was that or wait somewhere else for that long. So
And they're known for breakfast.
Yeah,
too.
they are.
People will wait in line for breakfast, but they don't wait in line for lunch or dinner. You know, like dinner, they'll make reservations or
Yeah, you
whatever.
pay
and then
out ahead of time.
You show up
Breakfast,
and
you
you're
just gotta
like,
stand up.
what the heck? I gotta wait for 20 minutes? Screw you, I'm gonna go across the street. But for breakfast, they totally will wait.
and Snooze is right by the hospital, so you're always waiting for sick people. Like,
Yeah. All right.
cafeteria got something for you.
While we wait for the doctor, I'm gonna go grab some food real quick.
Some mimosa.
And then right next door to Snooze, a new place opened up called D-Bar.
D-Bar, yes.
And does it stand for dessert bar?
No,
Is that-
it does not. I don't think it does. It's
It was.
I thought it did.
It's two
what I was
celebrity
told.
chefs, right?
Right.
Like two people that were on Food
and
Network.
it's like
or-
all appetizers and
Well, they do food. I think they have a full kitchen, and then you can watch them prepare the pastries. So they have an open exhibition kitchen for the pastries.
yeah.
So
I don't know too much about that place. I know that I've been watching and looking to see what's going on. I've been real interested in that the barbecue place down the
Barbecue
street.
places.
Aaron just
Good.
put something up
So
for Snooze
good.
Bar that's interesting. So it stands for dessert, dine, and drink.
Oh,
so I think that's where you come up with D-Bar. So go
Yeah,
on.
but the barbecue
Brazen?
place, Brazen.
Oh.
Brazen.
I had
Have you
heard
been there?
some iffy comments
Me too.
about it, and I was really worried because I'm from Texas, and I know what real barbecue is. But anyway, back to.
I'm from Kansas. We could have a fight about what
all right.
barbecue
Well,
is.
no sauce here.
I'm
So
Kansas.
Brazen was really good. They do one thing that I don't see other barbecue places doing is they have brisket.
Yeah.
And they have Big Red. If you can get Big Red,
What's
anywhere in
Big
Texas,
Red, like the gum?
the soda. It's pop. It's
Yeah.
soda pop. It's
Big Red.
It's called Big Red.
What's it taste like?
bubble gum. It tastes like bubble
That
gum.
sounds terrible.
Oh, it's
and that
awesome.
pairs with barbecue?
Oh
don't like
God!
bubblegum flavor stuff?
And it's what little Mexican babies get when they start eating. When little kids, they get tacos and they get Big Red in their bottles.
Mexican babies
Yep.
Bub-
That's
That's bullshit.
Bubblegum?
'Cause I'm a Mexican and I didn't.
Bubblegum flavor is the best flavor in
Texas
the world.
girl.
That's the ice cream I
Okay,
eat.
No.
you said Mexican.
Oh,
You said Texas.
Tex-Mex.
Oh,
I forgot Texicans.
Yeah, that's a whole different
I
thing.
forgot. We're not welcome in California.
So
No,
there's also-
we're not welcome in Texas. I'm just saying, we are not welcome in Texas.
That's Arizona.
Let's get
That's
that.
Arizona.
No.
Fuck
No one's
Arizona.
Texans don't like Californians.
There's not a lot of barbecue in this
That
town.
is not true.
I've not eaten brazen
I
barbecue.
fucked a lot of Californians. Okay.
I fuck Texans, but I'm just saying, if you go into their state, they don't like us.
The only other barbecue in town that you hear of is Phil's barbecue.
Oh, I love
Phil's
and
is
Phil's
good.
is great, and they also have a line out the
But they
corner.
don't have brisket.
But they're fast. They don't do brisket.
They don't do
They're selling their sauce now. Like
Yeah,
Phil's
it's at
barbecue
Costco.
sauce. Yeah, it's at Costco. I was there today and I was like, it's even
Costco,
here. Like, that's ridiculous. But it's good sauce. But braised sauce is really good
sauce.
too.
Braised
I
is
like
really good.
I like Phil's, but their sauce is too sweet. I'm from Kansas City, and the sauce is more savory.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there's also a lot of other new places in town. So Pita Jungle just opened up in Hillcrest.
How many more pita places can we have in
I
Hillcrest?
know, but
Pitas are
you've
delicious,
seen it.
though.
It is beautiful.
They're
Like,
so good.
I thought when I heard the name, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I thought. Another pita place. You got Luna Grill. You've got.
There's at least 8
This
places that I
place looks
counted.
really cool. It's
San Diego,
they've got a
not
few
New York.
places. They have one in Palm Springs and Colorado and somewhere else, but it's
Next
actually
thing you know,
really
they're gonna
good.
have, instead of having hot dog stands, they're gonna have pita stands everywhere.
Pita's, it's healthier. I mean, it is for the most part. But like, they're good. Like, if you get like a good pita, like
It looks
sandwich,
good.
and everything, like
I don't like
delicious.
They've got a good wine list.
don't like
They've got
pitas?
good program.
I think they're
going on.
gross.
Oh, you mean the lamb?
The smell, the scent. It reminds me of like when you see like a Greek person and their scent. It's just like, it reminds me of that.
Greek person, their scent.
Yeah, like their musk.
That's yummy.
The Greek festival was just
And
around the corner from my
and their
house.
tzatziki sauce.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
so good, so good.
There's other new places. What else?
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well, I feel like that whole
Greek.
that whole like area, like right by Snooze, where D-Bar opened,
Right.
and I mean Freebird's, even though it is more, I mean it's not really a chain. There's only like
been
a
there?
couple of them. Freebird's awesome.
Is it awesome?
Oh, the burritos are really good, but the only problem is they go from like
They're
there's like
ginormous?
there's like you can get the little one, but the next size up is like that big, and then it's like it's
Where?
I'm not kidding.
What do they call them? Is it?
At
It's not
Freebird.
like Dante and. But what do
No,
they
it's
call
like there's like I don't know. It's like small, regular, large, and then like the Freebird burrito. But like the Freebird burrito is honestly
call like the big one the
like
Magnum.
that big. Like it's
It's like twice the size of Chipotle.
yeah, but
Wow.
like they have like a picture of it
Size
before
queen.
you order it, so you realize like actual size, like what it's like. But it's just like Chipotle, but better. Like I found out about Freebirds originally when I went up to Halloween in Santa Barbara. And because it's one of the 2 places that's open 24 hours.
Wow.
So when you're hammered drunk at like 2 a.m. and you want Mexican food or whatever, you go there. But it's just like Chipotle, but it's
They're not
everything.
24 hours here, though, are they?
No, the one here is not 24 hours. I don't know
That's
how
a
long it is.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh,
And another new place that opened up is the new Hillcrest Brewery in Philippine.
yes.
Right next to Gossip Grill and across from
It's
Betty's.
opening Wednesday.
So it's part of the whole.
It's soft opened
Soft
already.
open right now.
Yeah.
I heard it was real busy there on Friday.
I don't think Hillcrest knows what hit it yet. When the brewery's open, I think that's the one thing that this place has been missing for the longest time. North Park has cornered all the breweries down there.
Well, they got a new one opening.
Yeah.
Husk Brewing Company is opening.
And so
there.
now and there's gonna be a second brewery opening up just down from Starbucks on University, next to Eden, where Ono Sushi is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
Who's
gonna be a
doing
brewery
that?
there. I don't know who it is yet, but I know they're gonna put one there.
The same owner as West Coast Tavern and
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, that's
Where
right.
Ono Su-
David? I think his name's
David
David.
Cohen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
David Cohen.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Breweries
be
are
cool.
always awesome. I love local breweries.
I love
going
local
like
craft beers.
Stone and like just going and having like BJ's is even one of them. Like I mean, it's a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Well,
It's a big chain, though.
It's
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
chain.
To the breweries out there, you don't really need names like Pearl Necklace and Crotch Rocket.
No.
and-
Well, I think that they're marketing
just-
something different. They're setting themselves apart because they're the world's first gay brewery, you know? So it doesn't
just
matter. Whatever
put
they
your
do is
name.
going to be golden because
mean,
it's Chris
Just
Shaw.
put your name and then write
They're gonna
IPA.
have no
My
lack of
name,
support.
Hefeweizen.
I like my beer bitter, not the stereotype, you know?
Yeah.
Like man beer, not gay beer.
Yeah.
Exactly, girl. That's all I know.
So we have another topic to talk about, and Aaron brought us something which I thought was interesting, and this California's going to ban foie gras.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. And so they're saying starting July 1st, California will enforce a ban on foie gras. And they're saying why is that because of the inhumane treatment to geese. Right? Duck,
reason,
geese,
right?
duck, goose.
I was about to ask what
So-
foie gras
Well,
was.
foie gras.
I probably didn't even say it right. Like, oh, it's
What the hell is
banned.
that?
Foie
It
gras
kind of looked like
is-
a taco right there.
It's duck liver. So it's the liver of the duck, and they do something that's really similar when you think about Jacoby beef, is they kind of suspend the animal and force feed it extra things that are going to make its liver fattier, because the foie gras has a high fat content. It's very, very rich. It's typically paired with very expensive dessert wines such as sauternes, and it's a very
So
hoity-toity, nice restaurant, country club sort of dish. and
So it
it's
doesn't affect
expensive.
us.
Well, I love foie gras. It is a delicious treat. It just melts in your mouth, and when you have it with a sauterne, it is the most beautiful blend of flavors in your mouth. So you have this really sweet, sticky dessert wine and this rich, fatty, flavorful dish, and it's pretty amazing. So I guess the thing is that how do you feel about California banning something because they feel that the treatment of the animal is inhumane?
Well, let's be clear. It's not that it's just inhumane. I mean, they're actually pinning down the animal and stuffing. I mean, they're literally stuffing a pipe into their throat and forcing grain into them so that they ingest it to make their livers enlarge. And I think that's where I have an issue with it. I'm as a chef, I'm one of the few that stand outside this. I understand the ban, and actually I support the ban. What I think they should not be doing though is letting the ones that do sustainable ones, the ones that they don't force feed them. They're organic, they're free range. They have ones that operate successfully in Spain. I was watching something earlier today with the Chef Dan Bartlett. On TED Talks, and he was going out about how they have these farms for foie gras where the birds don't leave. They engorge themselves because of what they're feeding them.
So they just live a really good life.
They live a really good
They
life.
just feed them better stuff. That's
okay
I'm all
with me.
for that. Yeah.
I think that's where things are going.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you think Kobe beef is the same thing. They suspend the animal.
Right.
They feed them special things because
In
they
Japan.
want a fattier beef. But it happens with a lot of things. There's all sorts of farming that's inhumane. It's just what are you buying and what do you
Right.
support. So if there's
But you can
foie
do it
gras that is
organically.
made,
Yeah.
you can do it, and
They're
they probably
organic.
have a different flavor. So they probably have, if you feed a cow only grass, it has a different
Yeah.
flavor than a corn-fed cow. So I
Yeah.
think things can happen if it just depends on where we're putting our money and what we support.
Right.
But I think to ban foie gras entirely, it doesn't seem right to me.
I guess we'd impasse on that, but
Yeah, I mean, there's
Because I like to eat it.
yeah,
I feel like
love
there's
to eat
always
it too.
still reasons, like just the inhumane part. But I completely agree with you that like if it was done, like the ones that are done right should be allowed to.
Yeah, as long as it's organic and it's not intentionally being cruel, then
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be banned. But I mean, it's not the same. It's not really the same because you could say you can't shoot a duck, or you could shoot a duck and eat it, and that's kind of inhumane also. But I mean, this is a
You know what's
stain.
going to happen though? It's going to be like an underground restaurant market. We're feeling like an underground
Can I have a
speakeasy club. where
dime
you're gonna
bag of
eat,
foie gras?
I have a
kimono
foie gras
dragon and foie gras.
Dealer, keep them on speed dial.
So,
All right.
hey, we are headed off to a break. We'll be back.
And we're back. I guess it's rotating tonight in case you guys haven't noticed.
Oh, we noticed now.
Right? Well, I'm on my second drink and I only had some mac and cheese this morning and that's all I ate.
Mac and cheese is delicious.
I know.
Like, have you ever had it with cut up hot dogs?
No, I put tapatio on it.
Oh,
What are you, like 90
have you had it
years
with cut up hot? It's amazing. You cut up the hot dogs for it and you cook them in just like a frying pan or something like that, and you throw them into your mac and cheese.
I can't
My
wait to
ex
go to
used
your
to be
house
like,
for dinner, Dustin.
my ex used to be
my
like,
God.
oh, that's the most white trash thing I've ever heard.
Exactly,
I'm like,
my thought.
listen, it's so good, it's
No.
insane.
See, I just throw some tapatio in there and I eat that shit and it's really good. Especially when you have a hangover. Oh my God. And then you throw some like extra butter in there. Oh,
Extra butter on the mac
Throw
and
extra,
cheese.
look at the recipe. There's already extra butter, like,
I don't care. I'm,
like a whole
I'm
stick.
Mexican. We're used to like
yeah,
heavy shit,
it's true. That's why we're in great shape.
So anyhow, excuse me? Let's compare waist.
Wow.
Let's just compare. Okay.
I think
Yeah,
Alejandra's
chug on
got
your
us all
beer.
beat.
I meant as a culture,
Oh,
not individually.
Yeah, no.
well, never mind.
But remember, you're half Mexican, so
I am.
Exactly. So anyhow, I want to bring out this this article. It's this transgender person that was incarcerated, apparently, in general population.
In a men's.
Yeah, in a men's general population. And the reason I want to talk about this because I've been locked up. And it's like, I don't know what state laws they have over there, but like on my side, like over here, they didn't put me in general population when it was with the state. when it was federal, they did put me in general population.
But just to clarify, just before we go on, this is because she's fighting to actually be put in with female inmates, not necessarily.
Well, they're trying to figure out where to put her.
Where she goes.
Yeah, she was put in on like male population.
With the male
Yeah,
population,
yeah.
okay.
So, what do you think about this?
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I almost feel like she should be put in with the women and everything like that, because obviously if she's put in with the men, it's just going to be like, I mean, I don't know. I've never
She's
been.
probably gonna be very popular.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been to prison myself or anything like that, so I don't know. I can't say that for certain. But like my opinion on it, I feel like it would be like stressful for her. I mean, I read part of the article and it did say that they did let her shower alone and everything like that, which is good, because I feel like that's probably where the most problems would have come up.
I was locked up for 2 weeks and I only shower once, so.
Do the other inmates feel like she's getting special treatment? Or is that...
You know what? Like I told you, like when I was in county, they put like all the gay people in the infirmary. So it didn't matter if you were like a gay male, like a lesbian,
How
or
would they
whatever.
know? They just look at you and be like, okay, there.
No, because you would state your... Like there was this guy that he said he wasn't gay, but he was so high he got like in drag and he was playing his little world out there, so he got locked up with the gays. So, and then like when I was in county, I was in general population, but I think it's like on how you approach people that they treat you that way, because like everybody that I was with was really super nice and cool with me, and I even had my little clique that would like take care of me.
But then after a while, you don't have your makeup and you don't have your hair done.
When you go in there, you have nothing on.
Right.
Like your hair's pulled back, and I had my cornrows, and
Cornrows?
Yeah, cornrows, nice.
I want to see that photo.
Let me tell you something. When you're in there, you have no conditioner, no erasers, none of that shit. So you can't do nothing to your hair.
So what about if it's the other way around? What if it's a transsexual? What if it's a?
I don't feel like she should be
female to male.
She should be put into like with the females or the male either. I think there should be like some kind of like a special area.
Yeah.
Within the system,
For like, are you saying for trans
transgender
of
people?
both
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
like just to all be together, I guess?
Yeah,
Or,
like
would you
trans
include,
woman and trans man can be together.
would you include like, but then it comes to like, what about gay men and lesbians? Like, are you separating all of them together? Like, that's the only problem. Like, I feel like it's obviously like the prison system already costs the country an insane amount of money. It does, but I still
They don't
think
have special facilities.
yeah, but
for
it's
everybody.
necessary. But like exactly, we'd have to start, and then you don't know where that line is then drawn.
It's
like
just
I feel
hard
like
because
come up
certain
with
people
different
might
things,
need
like-
protection almost.
Yeah.
And then
No, I
other
agree with
inmates
that,
feel
though.
them as getting special
That's
treatment.
what's so
I think it's a very
strange about it.
touchy-
but
it might
like-
just be a person-to-person basis.
How are you legally
where
recognized?
where they'd be able
As a
to
male.
fit in.
You're legally
Yeah.
recognized as a mag.
Yeah.
If so, I mean, I personally I think that a trans person should be with what they identify with. But in a state like Florida, which is where she's at,
Yeah.
I mean, where do they draw the line from? I know we know the difference between a trans
Yeah.
person and let's say a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do they legally draw the line to know the difference, or be forced to call the difference? Because there's gonna be bigots there that are gonna say everyone's a drag queen.
Yeah.
No matter what, you got to put something down and codify so that they know what they're doing. So I can see where I would agree with you. They do need to be separated, but I think there should be some kind of legal mechanism put in place to recognize that a person is trans in
Yeah.
the first place. And in that way, when things like this go on, then they'll be housed with how they identify or how they're born.
I feel like they should just watch out for them. You know what I mean? Like whether or not, like, say if they're with the men or the women, like they should be like just kind of like kept an eye on or whatever, and see if if they are started to be treated badly, like then maybe like separate them at that point.
And I don't know about that.
But-
Like I think what they do here at George Bailey, where is what I was locked up, it works, because they have like
But you're automatically separated there.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
not
waiting for
infirmary.
someone to say,
No.
someone to get their ass kicked, and then it's
No,
too late
yeah,
to
yeah,
say,
no,
well,
no,
now
no.
do we separate
I
them?
mean, like, and then like when you go to state here too, like federal one, which is right across from George Bailey. They have like different chambers in there, which I think they could have one chamber especially for like gay people. It doesn't matter if you're gay, trans, bi, whatever, Well, bye, yeah, you know.
What was a nice girl like you doing in a place like that?
I got a DUI.
You were there one night. You had a bologna sandwich, a cookie, and you went home.
No, because I kind of like fucked up a couple of times.
Oh.
I went like to do my
Well,
community service drunk and, you know.
I allegedly messed up once and went for a few days, and allegedly, and I have to say I wouldn't have minded staying where I was.
Well, I decided to pay. I decided to pay
Jail?
my ticket with jail time.
Well, I mean, would have rather stayed with. I didn't say I was gay at the time because
Yeah.
it was Texas, but I was I would have rather stayed with the group of people that I was with rather than go
Saying
to
gay
the
and I'm
gay
gonna be
section.
separate, yeah.
Yeah, because that was probably actually more scary for me.
Yeah.
So what events we have going on now?
Oh,
What are your events this week?
I don't have anything.
No events.
No
Awesome.
events.
Okay. Well, I know this week
That's uneventful for you.
on
she spent it all last week.
this Saturday. This Saturday is the Amazing High Heel Race number 2.
All right.
The second annual one.
I might go.
So it should be fun. Brass Rail is one of the stops this year.
Are you running?
I'm out of town.
So wait, when you say
I'm going on
stop,
vacation this week. I'm so stoked on it.
do they
like,
run in their high heels and stop and have a drink? Is that
It's more like a pub crawl,
like a
really, than a
walking
race.
Oh, okay.
run.
Like you walk around in your high heels and you go from bar to bar, and in each bar you have a station of what you have to do. You have
Alejandra?
something you have to do before you can move on.
Can
to
you
the
make
next
me some
bar.
high-heeled Birkenstocks?
So it's really
I
cool.
would
Like
love
there's
that.
I
teams
make
that dress
clothes.
alike and everything like
That
that.
shoes.
It's awesome. I know Ian's doing it with Christina Monet, I believe, is on his team, and a couple other people. So
Those bitches are
Ian is not
drag
doing
queens
it.
already. So,
Olive-
you know,
Olive One
they
More
know
is
how to walk in
competing.
Do you
fucking high
have a
heels.
team to do it, do you think?
I think you have to join a team. I know we're sponsoring a team from here. Don't really know who's
I
on it
think you
yet,
should have all the
but
bartenders from the Brass Rail doing it and the manager from the Brass
We
Rail.
could be
the manager from the Brass Rail should
Yeah.
totally be doing
Yeah.
it.
I don't know if
completely agree
I don't know
with
if he
that.
can balance his weight between his belly and his ass.
Yeah, with high heels on, he might have kind of a problem with that. He's not watching right now. That's
Can you
all.
hear me, Richard?
But that should be fun. Everyone has a great time doing it. I know that. I'm glad we're part of it this year
And
here.
the money goes to support the Hillcrest flag.
Yeah. Them raising the flag and everything like that.
Good thing certain people aren't here.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
And then this week, or this month here at the Brass Rail, we have Straggle Rock this Thursday, which is kind of
Straggle Rock.
like, it's a dubstep night, actually.
what?
It's like dubstep and house music and stuff like that.
What the hell is dubstep?
Never heard of
Dubstep
it.
is...
Thanks for asking.
I'll actually explain it the way Julian explains it. He calls it Transformers fight scenes, because that's kind of what it sounds like, but it's awesome.
Transformers what?
Fight scenes.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you watch Transformers and they're fighting, it's like weird robot
So
noises.
it's like a
and
whole
stuff
bunch of hype guys in E and, you know, just
sounds
dancing
It's
around.
like Comic
Oh, it's-
Comic Con.
No, it's not like Comic Con at all. It's not related
It's
to
the
Transformers.
music.
It's kind of what it sounds like, but it's like a heavy house music. It's very bass
But
driven.
people
and everything
dance a
like
certain
that.
way to it.
It's everyone kind of.
Can you
no,
show us?
The cool, no,
You like
the
the
cool part about
robot?
dubstep.
Probably
Like I love dubstep personally, but the cool part about it is everyone kind of just like, if you go to a show or anything like that, everyone dances however they want. Like that's the way the music is played and everything like that. You just kind of like, you just move to the music and stuff like that. So there's no like, there's no dance to it. So everyone just like separates themselves and
What did I
has
just
fun.
say?
The stage is really
A
cool.
bunch of
It's
kids
really
in
fun.
high and knee.
If it requires putting a pencil under my tongue while I writhe on the floor,
No,
I don't want it.
but
The new rave.
yeah,
There you go.
I
It's a legal rave.
I like dubstep, but I guess it is more kind of it is a young crowd going out there and seeing and everything like that. Like it's all
Fake ID
the
night?
21. No, it's the 21-year-olds and stuff like that. Like very
They
new.
don't do that here.
They're disclaiming
I said it's
themselves
fake, yeah.
from that, okay?
And then at the end of the month, the last Friday of the month, I think it's the 29th. We have Glitter Cup Disco here, which should be
Glitter Cup
awesome.
Disco.
Von Kiss is
Oh, yeah.
DJing.
And I'm starting my Latin night here.
Oh, Latin night here,
yeah.
not this Sunday, next
Next
Sunday.
Sunday.
Well,
The
and you do
24th,
every
yeah.
Tuesday night at the Red Wing.
Yeah.
For
It's Latin
karaoke?
karaoke night, but I'm gonna start having. It's not gonna be an actual Latin night. It's gonna be like a mix of everything. You know, you can play a little bit of house, a little bit of hip hop, Latin beats, cumbia,
like fun.
salsa. Yeah.
It's going to be every Sunday, right?
Every Sunday, and then we're gonna have a drag show from 9:30 to 11, and then it's dance on.
It should be fun. It should be a nice little Sunday thing.
I have an event coming up on Wednesday night. I'll be pouring wine at Wine Steels in Cardiff,
Ooh, I
which
love
is
that place.
beautiful. Overlooks the ocean, and I have a winemaker coming in from New Zealand, Steve Bird, great winemaker, fantastic wines. You can try 5 wines for $5. I'll be there from 5
wines,
to 8 o'clock.
$5?
Come see me. If you come see me and say you saw me on They Said, I'll have a heavy hand.
As for me, as some of you may know that I'm the one of the board of directors with Stonewall Citizens Patrol, and we have a election coming up. The entire board is at the term limits right now, so we're having an election on June 27th at the center at 7 p.m. So anyone's interested, if you want to think about running for the board, you need credentials in the community for your evaluations, please come on up, and we're looking for new blood, and the membership would be happy to have new people. You know, our neighborhoods have had certain attacks the last couple of weeks. You may have heard about the attack outside PEX a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, with the hammer.
It was initially called a sledgehammer, but it was actually a brick. They got pretty badly attacked. 2 people, one went to the hospital. You know, things like that still happen around here, and the only way that anything's going to get better is for us to look out for each other, and that's what Stonewall Citizens does. So if you're interested, go to stonewallcitizens.org and sign up, and we'll be happy to take you on.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I guess that's our show for tonight. Thank you for being with us here tonight, Lee. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate
So-
that.
Nice to meet you, Liz.
So-
It was your breath of fresh
It was
air.
fabulous.
Yes. Yes. All right, guys. I guess we'll see you next week. Hopefully, Ian will be back.
Yeah.
So let's go get drunk. It's 80s
We'll
night.
find out.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Detox.